preview. Hello there, Instagram, Speed Racer. Hello there, Speed Racer. How you doing? Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Welcome, guys. Wow, I cannot believe it already, but it is true. It is true. It is Thursday already. Thursday, April 8th, April 8th, 2021. Um, how are you guys doing today? How are you guys feeling? My name is Giancarlo Tavares, and welcome to this time of tarot card readings, of connection, of communication, of channel messages. I'm getting the cards ready. And today I'm using 3 decks. The Animal Spirit cards. The Frequency Tarot cards. Internal joke. My friend Andre knows why I'm laughing. And the third card that I'm using today is the Blind Spot Oracle card. Right here. The Blind Spot Oracle cards. To see what is it that we don't know, that we don't know. What is it that we are experiencing in our subconscious mind that has become so hidden from the light and from our awareness that we have no freaking idea what it is. And I'd like to know who is here. Who is here? Let me know in the comments your name, your zodiac sign, your location. Pepper! How you doing, Pepper? Well, thank you, Mama. Wow. Wow. That is one of the beautiful parrots. She gets a little noisy, but she's fucking beautiful. And so is Mango. Pepper and Mango. What kind of animals do you guys like? Do you guys like birds, cats, reptiles, butterflies, sharks? What's going on in your lives today? I'd love to know, how was your day? What do you do today? How do you feel today? What's on your mind today? What's on your heart? Oh my gosh. The aroma of life. Thank you, Andrew, so much for helping me set up today. I appreciate you because I was doing it not like this. That's for sure. And I'm going to pull some cards. Let me know. Hey, Diego, how you doing, Mr. Diego? I just watched one of your stories on Instagram about the self-trust video by Teal Swan. I was watching the How to Trust Yourself video by Teal Swan before. Oh, my back hurts. I was watching How to Trust Yourself video by Teal Swan. I recommend it, guys. How to Trust Yourself by Teal Swan on YouTube. And today, as I was connecting with some friends, we were talking about how, as multidimensional beings, everything that we are experiencing in our bodies is a manifestation of our emotions, is a manifestation of what's going on energetically, mentally. There's no disconnection between our bodies and between our emotions, between our souls and between our bodies. Our bodies is our emotions. All of our traumas, all of our joy, all of our everything manifests in our body. So if we are experiencing heaviness or pain or bad mood or trauma or whatever it is, even just by changing the chemistry in our brains, by eating differently, thinking differently, building mindsets. We can create mindsets about many different things. And a way to know if we are in alignment in regards to something is checking in with our bodies. If there's pain, like right now there's a lot of pain back here, and there has been a lot of pain back here, and the back has to do a lot with support, with supporting others, with being support. And there's so many ways that we can allow support, allow receiving, allow being received, allow being seen. I don't know if there's something in your body that is hurting, a muscle, or there's something tight or something, or if you are struggling with some area of your health in your life. That video resonated very much. Diego on Facebook is saying, that video resonated very much with what I'm going through today, the self-trust video. Thank you for sharing it. And I would love to know how it resonated with you. And if you, Diego, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like to support by subscribing, I would appreciate that a lot. Oh, you're ready on YouTube. Haha, sweet. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Facebook, YouTube. Have you been making music and singing lately? I'm gonna pull some cards. Maybe we can talk about self-trust. What is self-trust to you guys? Do you feel that you trust yourself? In which areas of your life do you feel that you trust yourself? And to you, what is to trust yourself? What is to trust others? I did. What do you do? And Speed Racer, are you here on Facebook? Let me know if you still if you're still here. I can stop laughing, Andre. I kind of liked it. I'm gonna pull some welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. My name is Giancarlo Tavares, and I'm pulling some tarot cards for you. And also, we are talking about self-trust. I would love to know in the comments, what is self-trust to you? How do you trust yourself, or how do you not trust yourself? It's okay to be exactly where we are. The fact that I can talk on this camera and look confident doesn't mean that I trust myself in all areas of my life. It has taken me a lot of time to feel confident in order to express myself fully and freely in front of the camera. And the fact that I'm talking, or anybody can talk to a camera doesn't mean that we're being vulnerable. Anybody can talk to a freaking camera, and that doesn't mean that you're being authentic and that you're being honest. There's people that are not, that don't talk in cameras, that can be way more authentic and way more honest and trust themselves way more than people that look like they're confident or whatever just because they can talk in front of a camera. The truth is that it can be very easy to put on a mask, and I do this. It can be very easy to put on a mask, to put on a facade, to put on a character, and start talking in front of the camera or singing or performing. But are we actually being honest, authentic? Are we being vulnerable? Are we showing our emotions? And if you're not, I'm not judging you for that, because even that is a process. If we're not feeling safe, we're not really going to open up and show the truth and the fullness of we really are. Life is a trip, Joe. Life is a journey. And talking about journeys, let me know who is new here or who is back and what is going on in your life. I have been staying at a friend's house in Huntington Beach, Orange County, and there is another friend that is gonna move in here in this bedroom where I'm staying right now. Hey Jessica, how are you? So I need to move by the 23rd of this month, in 2 weeks or something like that. So parts of me are shitting in my pants because I have no fucking idea where I'm going, and at the same time, there is no better place to be than the unknown, because from the nothingness, the whole universe was created. From the nothingness, we can create everything. From the nothingness, we can take that as an opportunity and as a new beginning to redesign and redefine our lives. And this is something that I need to practice myself. I need to make a list. I need to make a list and become very honest with what is it that I want to create next. What kind of living situation, what kind of people do I want to live with, how do I want the house to look like. Even before manifesting moving here, I made a list that I wanted to meet a guy with a dog, more stable financially than me, spiritual. I didn't say a dog, I said a female dog. And my friend has a female dog. I said I wanted a backyard with plants and with people that were like community. And my friend and even his partner, his boyfriend, are stepping into community energy and community mindset. So it's pretty damn close. And I'm very grateful for the experiences, the painful ones, the beautiful ones, and I am gonna miss a lot living here, to be damn honest. I feel like I wanna cry. I'm gonna miss the plants. I'm gonna miss this. And at the same time, I need to let go in a way. It's not like we're not going to continue being friends or anything like that. But I need to let go of what is and even accept the fact that I'm moving from here to create my next adventure, my next step, my next situation. And as I learn to release resistance and to stop being in denial from the fact that it's a reality that I need to move and maybe not be every single day as close to my friend and to what I had here. I know that as I allow, and this is hard. And Diego on YouTube is saying, I resigned to my pet smart job. Wow, I just came back from Petco. I was getting my cat food because the signs inside of me and the outside world was telling me to take the risk and take the opportunity I was given, so I did. I didn't work out, and now I'm jobless. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have had the realization I have now. I feel like um, I feel like it was a big step into self-trust for myself. I hear you. I was so scared to make the jump, but I still did it. That is really brave. That is very brave of you. I know that it's not easy to let go of something that gave us security and that even provided, hey Jonathan, welcome. It's not easy to let go of something. And we get so identified with something. We get so identified with our friends. Lists are a great way to manifest, is saying I'm Jessica on Instagram. Hell yes. I wanna make a vision board. If you guys wanna make a vision board with me, let me know, and I'll come live and we'll make a vision board together. I know that can be really fun also. And when we identify ourselves with something, it can be really hard to let go of that because we think that that is the only way, or that is the only job, or that is the only boyfriend, or that is the only this. But that is not the only way. Yeah, it can be a lot of fun, Jessica. The group of friends that we have is not the only group of friends. This room is not the only room, or this house is not the only house, or your pet smart job is not the only, or your business is not the only way. Um, your money in your bank account is not the only way that you can provide. The universe is not limited to your and my bank account, even if it's full, even if it's empty. The universe is not limited by our bank accounts. Totally the opposite. There's so many ways the universe can provide us, even in unexpected ways. Today I woke up and a friend, Sephora, by the way, thank you Sephora for being so sweet and kind. Sephora sent me money on the PayPal. And I had no freaking idea that she was going to do that, nor did I ask her. Not that there is something wrong with asking, totally the opposite. We need to ask if we want to receive. Jessica saying opportunities are endless. And yes, opportunities are endless, and at the same time, our egos get attached to things. Our egos get attached to people, to situations, to security, to a schedule, to a structure, to a way, and then our souls are like, I want more than that. I want more than what you have been doing. I want to explore more. I want to grow more. I want to not follow the same routine, the same boring routine that I've been following for 15 years, or for 2 years, or for 1 year, or for whatever time that we have been doing what we have been doing. And that's why when we get too comfortable sometimes, the universe is like, okay, let's turn the page on this. Let me get him or get her bored to death of that freaking job, of that freaking business, of that little group of relationships, or even from relationships that are toxic, and that we are putting ourselves down, bringing our vibrations down just to meet the expectations of somebody that cannot really be present with you mentally or emotionally or physically or sexually or in whatever ways that you need, that you want in order to meet your needs. Because the only thing that we cannot omit our needs. The only way that we can be happy is to be freaking honest with ourselves and with the people around us, and start being conscious about what our needs are, about our feelings, about our emotions. What do we need to express? Do we need a hug? Do we need to cry? Do we need to laugh? Do we need what? What does our inner child aspects want and need? even which one of our traumas want to be seen, want to be heard, want to be integrated. Because relationships are not only meant to make us happy, relationships are meant to make us conscious. And to become conscious, that is not pretty all the time. It can be fun. It can be fun as fuck. And I've been doing different emotional processes with friends, like parts work, like octopus technique, like shadow work. And once you start diving into that, it is so addicting and even better than drugs. Not that I have done many, and no judgment for the ones of you. I do want to dive though into plant medicines, and I have experienced two ayahuasca ceremonies some years ago in Florida, and I have experienced I have connected and experienced mushrooms a little bit. And what is it time? Yeah, let me know, guys, what is coming to your minds as I'm sharing these things with you. Because the way I want to do the readings now on is to connect at least for 30 minutes, connect and talk about subjects with you guys, get to know each other, hold space with each other, and then have a time to do free general readings, and then have a time to do readings by donation. I know that probably I didn't write all those details in the description, but that is the idea of how I want to do this. And I want to give a shout out to Jonathan Love. Jonathan Love is a friend, a new friend from Uranum. He saw me in Uranum, and he has been joining the readings since for the past few days. And the other night we were talking and connecting, and he was being very kind with me, sharing about his life and his work, and how he's very passionate about doing spell work and candle work, and it's so freaking interesting. I've always been interested in that kind of work, to be honest, and I'm glad that the universe brought me a friend that is into that, and I want to meet even more friends that are into that. And I love to design my own spells, my own candle work, altar altar work, if there is such thing. Um, yeah, guys, it's already Thursday. Wow. You guys have any plans for this weekend? Friday? And I've been asking Diego, universe, what is the next right step for my life? And if you don't know, that is okay. Many times I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life, and that is a really good, even though it's uncomfortable, it's a really good space and place to be, because as I was saying before, from that place and from that space we can create. And even the cells, the atoms have 99% empty space, and the 1% is the percent that we can feel and see and taste and touch. This is the 1%. Everything else is 99%. So if we are created at the image of the universe, that means that there's 99% in our DNAs. That gives me chills. 99% in our DNAs that we haven't explored yet, that we haven't activated yet. Imagine how much freaking potential there's inside of us. How many talents and gifts and ideas and creativity and just power. How some people are able to tune in and connect to their power and create so much and be able to even give so much to many people. And So success, as I was saying and sharing the other day, because this is something that I'm experiencing myself as I am healing and improving my relationship with money in the material realm. Success is not defined like this society tells us by how much money or how many degrees or blah 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 we have in our bank accounts or how many cars. I'm not saying that there is anything wrong with that. Totally the opposite. All that stuff is fucking cool. Money is cool. We need money. Money is a wonderful tool. We need it to pay rent, to buy food, etc., etc. Until we grow our own. Who wants to grow their own foods? But we cannot continue to allow this society and all those limiting beliefs and programs to define, hey princess, how you doing? We cannot define or allow that to define our self-worth, our self-esteem, because money doesn't make us. We make money. Our mindset make money. Our relationship with money makes money. Even our own subconscious beliefs and limiting beliefs attract abundance. So if we are struggling with abundance, alchemy tattoo. If we are struggling with abundance, we need to dive into our beliefs and limiting beliefs about money, or we are struggling in our relationships, in our relationship with ourselves, or in our relationships with others. We need to dive into our subconscious minds. It's not enough with being intuitive. It's not enough with being super successful. It's not enough with being famous or having a bunch of money. We also need to become conscious. And we need to start treating relationships, the relationship with ourselves and the relationship with others, like a business. Why we make a business plan with so many freaking details when we don't make a relationship plan? Why we talk about all the steps from 1 to 333 about a business or about a car or about a watch or about a trip to Argentina or whatever, but we don't take the time to talk about things in our relationships. And then we ask ourselves why our relationships are so shitty. Why do we feel the way we feel and we don't find a conflict resolution, or we're not growing our relationships, or why are we alone, or we punish ourselves for feeling scared and pretending that we're not feeling scared when we are fucking terrified, which is completely fine, or we feel shame and separation, and instead of holding space and being kind to ourselves, we're being so hard on ourselves because we are repeating the same thing that our parents or whatever figures that we grew up with did to us. And let me know if this is speaking to you in any ways. Let me know if I am not talking, I was gonna say if I am not talking shit, but other parts of me know that I am not talking shit. But this part of me, I guess, feels insecure or self-conscious, or maybe I just need confirmation that this is resonating, confirmation and validation, and to be reaffirmed that this is resonating with some of you guys. And I want to let you know that it's completely okay exactly where you are today, exactly where you find yourself today, with money, with no money, trigger or no trigger, with shame or no shame, if you're feeling happy or if you're feeling angry or sad, or it's exactly okay, exactly where you are. And take a deep breath. Or if you're feeling lost or confused, or if you don't know what is the right next step, it's okay. It's fucking okay. it's fucking okay. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. Even if that makes you feel so damn frustrated because you wish you had the answers, all the answers. But guess what? We're not gonna have all the answers right away. What would be the fun of it then? How is the universe? The universe loves to surprise us. And I know that many of us don't like surprises. And depends in which areas. I don't like if somebody doesn't really know me, I don't really like to be surprised with gifts at least. And at the same time, I guess I can be flexible with it. But I like to be surprised with adventures or with many different situations. And at the same time, it gets me out of my comfort zone. But the universe is, the specialty of the universe is to surprise us. Because the only thing that never changes, and never will, is change. The only thing that never changes is change. So if we continue to be in resistance to uncertainty, to the unexpected, to change, to transitions, even our cells are always changing. Our hair are growing, falling. Right now is day, then is night, windy, cloudy, the sun, the moon, chilly, hot. Everything is always changing. And even in a cellular level, energetical level, emotional level, we're always changing. The only moment that we experience pain is when we start resisting. Because there's always movement. Everything is always moving. Energy is in a constant flow of movement. And when we experience pain, it's because we resist the movement. We resist the change. And that's when we experience change. But if we will allow, or learn to allow, then the movement would continue naturally and we wouldn't feel pain. So pain is resisting movement. Pain is resisting change. Pain is resisting our resistance. And the first card is Integrity, Upright, number 25. Let me know in the comments how what I was sharing resonated with you guys on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Let me know who is on YouTube, who is watching. What are your names? What are your zodiac signs? Where are you located? Let me know how do you find me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. And out of the subscribers, every week I'm going to choose someone to give a free 30-minute reading. So the more you comment, and also as you subscribe to my channel, I'm going to check and I'm going to choose one weekly winner that I'm going to share a reading with on Friday. Every Friday I'm going to be tomorrow I'm going to pick a winner from this week. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. Let me know when you do that, and let me know in the comments. So the first card, Integrity 25. All of this is a general reading, because I don't give personal readings for free. If you want a personal reading, you can send $5 or more suggested donation, or you can book a private reading. This is a free general reading. This general reading is for all of you. And I have 4 cards right now here. And the first card, Integrity 25, Upright, says, if you have drawn this card upright, make the choice to honor your personal truth. Make the choice to honor your personal truth. And the thing is that we are used to honoring the personal truth of everybody else but ourselves. Everybody but our own hearts. Everybody but our own emotions. We're used to honoring the grandma, the father, the mother, the neighbor, everybody but our freaking selves. So that's how we train ourselves to not be in touch with ourselves, and then that's why we don't know how to feel. We don't know how to make decisions. We don't know how to take responsibility for ourselves. We don't have a good relationship with money because our parents or whoever we grew up with, and this has been something happening for generations. And yes, they did the best they could, and that's why now we need to become aware of ourselves. We need to develop a more conscious relationship with ourselves, with our patterns, with our traumas, with our bodies, with our emotions, with our relationship with food, with substances, with sex, with the things that we're coping with. Are we coping with isolation, or with food, or with sex, or with porn, or with drugs, or with what are we doing? Why do we do what we do? Why do we numb ourselves with substances, with food? Why don't we want to feel our emotions? Um, Integrity makes you feel whole and unimpaired. Sacrificing your moral and ethical principles or doing what does not feels good is a form of self-betrayal. And unfortunately, most parents are programming and teaching children to betray themselves since they're little. When they choose a piece of clothing that they like, and the father or the mother goes like, "No, you're not supposed to wear this. We're going to church." Or your aunt is coming over. "I want you to look like this or like this or like this." That's a way that the parents are teaching the children to betray themselves. When the parents tell a boy, "Oh, boys don't cry. You're not supposed to cry." That's a way that the parents are training that child in that moment to betray themselves. And that causes them to be out of touch with themselves. And then we have a freaking broken society that looks like everybody has their shit together, but nobody in this society has shit together. That is a fucking lie. And I am not saying this to shame anybody. I'm not saying this to make fun of anybody. Totally the opposite. Nobody in this society has shit together. Just because somebody has a suit or has millions of dollars in a bank account, that doesn't mean that they have their shit together. Look at their relationships. Look at their lives. All of us, you, all of you, and me, and all of us in this society, we are all growing. All of us are limping from one area. All of us are traumatized in one area or two or 10. And when somebody out there behaves in a way that they think or let other people think that they don't need help, it's okay. It's okay that they think they don't need help. They're fooling themselves though. Everybody needs support. All of us. All of us. All of us need each other. Everybody needs connection. But we play the strong character and let other people think that we don't need them and that we don't need each other and that we can live a happy life alone, but we're only fooling ourselves. Nobody can live a happy, successful, fulfilling life alone. Loneliness is not fulfilling. I know that people need time, space. We like do certain things alone, but to live a lonely life, like that is a coping. We are fooling ourselves. And I don't know why I'm saying these things because this is not part of the message of the card, but I guess somebody needs to hear this, and I guess I need to hear this. Um, Brutal honesty. Do not run from accountability. The only way that we can be accountable is through other people. Yes, we can be accountable to ourselves, but there comes a time and there comes a moment that we cannot continue pretending that accountability, we're going to be able to be accountable to ourselves only. We need our community. We need our friends. We need safe people. Because most of us have a bunch of friends and know a bunch of people, but how many of those people are actually able to see the truth of who you are and the truth of who I am? How many people are actually willing to listen to your fears, to your goals, to your dreams, to really be there for you, to even learn how to attune to your parts, to your emotions, to your pain? Attunement means like a radio. If you are number 83, somebody else, when they attune, they they go to number 83 and they see into you, they hear into you, they sense, they feel. It's, it's lending all of our energy and attention to connect, to be present with somebody in that moment. Not most people is not willing to do that because first, they're not really conscious about that. Second, they don't really give a fuck about that. Third, number one again. But there's some people, there's soul family, there's there's drive, there's empathic, caring, loving, kind, unperfect, perfectly unperfect people. Because if we are pretending that we are, that the people that we are going to bring into our lives are going to be perfect, we are fooling ourselves again. And if we are not willing to grow with the people around us, what is the point? What is the point? So we need to take the risk. We need to open up. And we need to take the risk to learn to trust not only ourselves, but also each other. Because just like the card Intimacy says, a meaningful relationship or relationships or community or business or boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife is always worth the risk. But if we don't take the risk to go for what we want, even not knowing what that is or that looks like yet fully, because guess what? That will always continue to change. What you want and what I want will always look like something different. Right now, we may want an apple, and tomorrow we may want a pear. So I know that can be challenging as well because there's parts of us that want to move like the wind. That's why we need to practice allowance. That's why we need to practice meditation. That's why we need to connect with ourselves, to dedicate time to connect with ourselves, with our hearts, with our minds, with our bodies, with other people every day. To connect with the energies, the local energy and the collective energy. And brutal honesty with yourself is important at this time. Brutal honesty. Not only honesty, but brutal fucking honesty. Brutal motherfucking honesty. Brutal motherfucking honesty. With yourself and also with the people around you is important at this time. If you are feeling confused, how the fuck? You need to be honest. We need to be honest. Do not compromise yourself in any way. Now is the time to be there for yourself. Now is the time to be there for yourself completely. Not half-ass way. Completely. And live by what you know is right. Your heart knows. My heart knows. We just need to dedicate a little bit of time to connect and ask our hearts, to ask our bodies. And if we don't know how to listen to our hearts, let's talk to friends that help us connect with our hearts. There are friends that can help us connect with our hearts. Let's spend some time in nature. Let's spend some time with our pets. Spend some time with somebody that can reflect back at you, that can help you ground, that can help mirror back at you the parts of you that you have forgotten about yourself. Maybe your crystals, maybe when you are taking a shower, look at yourself in the mirror, enjoy the water, enjoy the warm or cold water when you are taking a shower, or the trees. The trees have so much wisdom. Plants have generational wisdom. So if we are lacking clarity, let's ask the trees. They have so much to tell us. Even the animals. This whole universe is full of questions, but it's full of answers. We just need to go to the right places and sometimes also ask the right questions and be open to the answers. So that was the card Integrity 25. How are you guys? How did that resonate with you? Did that speak to anybody? Did that speak to you guys on Facebook? Did that speak to you guys on YouTube? To you on Instagram? And if it spoke to you, let me know how. Electronic mix. The second card is Positive Intention. But I would like to know how these channel messages and card resonated with you. I need you guys to participate, to connect, to comment. And yes, I am going to read the blind spot of the day for all of us. In fact, I'm going to pull the blind spot right now. Diego, are you still here? And I'm asking the universe and our guides, what is it that we don't know today about ourselves and about the situation that you guys are going through, that you guys are going through and that I am going through. And everybody in this home as well. Diego, Puerto Rico. Mr. Capricorn. Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for being here, Diego. Have you made any new videos singing? And if you have, please tag me. You have such a beautiful voice and energy. The card number 2 is the card Positive Intention Upright. Let's see what it says and what is the continuation of the message. If you have drawn this card upright, it is time to question your intentions. If we want someone to suffer, it is because we think seeing them suffer will make us feel better. So our real intention is to feel better. Unless you are willing to say that wanting to feel better is a negative intention, there is no such thing as a negative intention. Right now you intend a positive thing, destiny, objective, purpose, or plan. But you are not currently being very honest about what your true positive intention actually is. What are your true positive intentions? I'd like you to ask yourself, and if you feel like sharing, I would love to read it as well. Right now, you intend a positive thing, destiny, objective, purpose, or plan, but you are not currently being very honest about what your true positive intention actually is. Your integrity and success depends upon being able to admit to your actual. What is the worst that can happen if you admit to your actual intentions? What's the worst? Allow yourself to go there. Maybe that can help you, and that can help us release the resistance to admitting what we actually want. Imagine for a moment the worst case scenario. What could be the worst case scenario anyways if you become honest about what you actually want? But also, what if it could go right? What if there's people that care about it? What if the universe is ready to support you? What if there are many options so you can succeed in that new venture, in that new journey, in that new idea, in that new goal, in that new dream, new plan? What if you find the right people that will support you and that will help you? Your integrity and success depends upon being able to admit to your actual intentions. No matter how wrong it may feel to admit to them, once you admit to your actual intentions, you can take the shortcut and go directly to what you actually intend instead of taking the long route to get there. That's what happens when we're not being honest with what we actually want. We take the longest route to get there. When we are being honest with ourselves and other people, we can take the freaking shortcut and get there way faster. And it is nice and sunny here in Huntington Beach. Where are you guys located? Diego, are you in Puerto Rico? Are you watching, Jonathan? Are you in Massachusetts? And Jessica in Instagram, where are you located? And is that you, Diego, on Facebook? And that was your second card, positive intention, upright. And if that resonated with you and you want to send a donation, wink wink, the PayPal is right there. Also, if you like to share this video, there's so many ways that you can support this channel. It's not only with money, also with your comments, subscribing, with your presence, with whatever you feel inspired to, taking care of yourself, taking care of others, sharing your heart, sharing your ideas, sharing your voice. How can you make your life and the people around you a little better today? What can you do today? What can you say? What do you feel inspired? It could be something so simple. It doesn't have to be something complicated or expensive or that it needs money or too much effort. We think that it requires too much effort in order to inspire other people. What about something that brings you joy? If you do something that you feel inspired to do, that will inspire and resonate with some people. Maybe not with everybody, and that's okay. We don't want to resonate with everybody anyways. We don't need to resonate with everybody. We are not everybody's, how do you say that? We are not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. To some people, we are an amazing cup of tea. Let's enjoy those ones. Why do we keep trying to why do we keep trying to be everybody's cups of tea? If we are always gonna try to fit in, we're not being authentic. The third card, expansion number 46. Expansion number 46. If you have drawn this card upright, something about your life, pay attention to this card, please. If you have drawn this card upright, something about your life needs to change. What is it? Something about your life needs to change. And I want you to ask yourself this question lovingly, kindly, compassionately. Ask yourself this question today and during this weekend. I'm going to ask myself too. Something about your life needs to change. What is it? Deep down, you do know the answer. You have not been honest. Wow, again, the same thing. It's about being honest with ourselves. Integrity, positive intention, and now expansion. All of them are talking about the same thing. To be honest with ourselves, to be honest with ourselves, to be honest with ourselves. Take a deep breath. And if you want to place your hand in your heart and take some time to listen to your heart. When was the last time you took a few minutes to talk to your heart? To feel your heart? Feel your heart beating. Put your hand there. The same way, your heart has a very unique rhythm, unique energy, unique signature, unique feeling. We need to start looking at our hearts like our hearts are a friend, a good friend, a dear friend, a best friend. And we need to start treating our hearts like it. Because many times when we wake up, we jump right away to our phones or the computers or the car or a million things, but we don't take some time to connect with our hearts. And then we start neglecting our hearts to the point that then we're feeling completely miserable or depressed or anxious, and it's because we didn't take some time to acknowledge our hearts, and our hearts have all the answers. And we spend so much time looking all over the universe, but the whole universe is right here. The whole universe is right here and right here. Your heart, my heart, and the heart of the people that we trust. And maybe we don't trust anybody. So we need to make changes about that. We need to manifest and attract people into our lives that we can trust. Or maybe there are people in our lives already that we can trust, but we haven't taken the risk to connect deeper with them so we can fucking feel seen. What is the fucking point of living this life alone? Without being seen, without being heard. I'm not upset at you. I'm not upset at you. Just, I feel very passionate about this. And yes, I'm telling myself as well. Because I have spent most of my life alone, isolating. And what has that brought me? Yes, it is lessons, but also so much freaking pain. We can avoid pain. We don't have to suffer so much. And we don't have to suffer alone. It's okay to suffer with others. We need to change that. We need to change that program. We don't have to continue suffering alone. That is fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. You don't have to be depressed alone. You can be depressed. There are people out there that want to be depressed with you. I know that sounds weird because we're not used to that. But there are people out there that want to fucking be depressed with you. They would fucking give anything to be around you. So deep down, you do know the answer. You have not been honest with yourself or others enough to realize the changes that need to be made and to make them. I know that change is scary. The unknown is scary. New beginnings is scary. To lose your job is scary, or to quit your job is scary. But it's also way more motherfucking scary to stay in the pain that that job that you were hating, or that business, or that lifestyle, or that relationship that you were in was causing you. It's way more scary and way more fucking painful to stay living that life that you fucking hate. Just imagine yourself living the same way 6 months, 1 year, 5 years from now. Could you even handle that amount of pain? That would be fucking insane. That would be fucking insane. You are not powerless. Even if you're feeling powerless right now, and that is completely valid, you are not powerless to creating something better. I am not powerless. And yes, we need support. We need others. And that is completely fine and completely okay to need others in the process. We shouldn't have to do it alone anyways. This fucking society that worships super independence shit, we are doing the job that 5 people, 7 people, 3 people, a whole group of people is supposed to do. And we are causing our minds. That's why you cannot sleep at night. Plus also, you need the soothing, cozy feeling of people that care about you close to you. And you do deserve that. And you deserve to call on that, like right now. And I hope this message is resonating at least with one person out there. If I'm speaking just, if these messages are meant to be just for one of you, Pepper! If these messages are meant to be at least for one of you, I did my job. And the only thing that we need to do in order to make changes and to enjoy a better life is to show up. Just show up. Show up with your fears. Show up with your insecurities. Show up with your empty wallet or your wallet full of money. Show up with the pain. Show up with the sadness, or show up with the excitement or with the idea. Just show up. Bring it all with you. Bring the pain with you. Bring the fear with you. Bring the insecurity with you. Or the chaos with you, or whatever it is. Don't leave yourself or don't leave a part of you behind. Because all of you is worthy. All of you is beautiful. All of you. You're not beautiful only when you have money. You're not worthy only when you have a job. Or only when certain people are giving you approval, because they're so conditioned to thinking that this is the only way. The way society does it is the only way. Or they're shaming you because they don't understand your truth. That doesn't decrease your value. That means that they fucking don't understand shit. That means that they don't understand the truth of where you are moving. If they cannot see you, don't waste your time with those people. If they cannot see you and they cannot feel you, they're projecting their own fears, they're projecting their own insecurities onto you. And guess what? You deserve better than that. And yes, sometimes the people that we love and the people that we care about, we need to be patient with them, because all of us are in this together. All of us are growing. All of us get tired. All of us have traumas. All of us have amazing ideas. All of us have potential. The fourth card, Optimism, number 30. Optimism, number 30. And let me know, please, in the comments how these messages are resonating. Oh my gosh, it just opening right on the page. Optimism. Thank you guys for being here, and if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Giancarlo Tavares, and I'm sharing tarot card readings with you. If you would love to support, or if you would like to support, if you are enjoying this time of tarot card readings and channel messages, please hit the notification and the subscribing button, and so you can be notified when I am live tomorrow and the rest of the week. And tomorrow and every Friday I am going to choose a winner for a free 30 minutes reading with me, face to face. I promise I won't bite you. I may trigger you a little bit. The last card of the frequency ones. If you have drawn this card, Optimism. If you have drawn this card upright, be optimistic about whatever you are facing in your life right now. In this circumstance, optimism. Take this for the weekend. Remember these words this weekend. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. This is not saying to bulldoze if you're feeling like shit. No. Don't bulldoze yourself if you're feeling like shit. Feel like shit. Feel sad. Cry. Get angry. Whatever it is. And at the same time, when you are in a better space, dedicate positive focus and dedicate time to grow your optimism like a seed. Imagine that you are watering that seed. Let's water our seeds of optimism every day. Let's write a gratitude journal. Let's appreciate the abundance that there's always present. We are abundance. The air is abundant. The flowers, the trees, the butterflies, the food, the bed. In this circumstance, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Optimism is better for your body and your state of mind. It takes way more muscles of your body. Hello, Queen. It takes way more muscles and way more work of your body to get upset than to get happy. It takes way more energy. When we get angry, it takes way more energy to process that than to When you find yourself navigating uncertainty, hello, this is a theme today. This is a theme for you guys watching this, and this is a theme in this home and for my life. Uncertainty. And the year 2021 is the year of uncertainty. And that's why we need to watch the video by Teal Swan on how to develop resiliency. Because in a time of uncertainty, we need to develop adaptability. I'm going to say that again, and you guys should tweet that. In a time of uncertainty, we should develop adaptability. I'm going to write that shit in the comments. In a time of uncertainty, we need to develop adaptability. In a time of uncertainty, we need to develop adaptability. And what is adaptability? Adaptability is resiliency. In our finances, in our relationships, in our bodies, in our health, in our minds, in our energy, in our time. What does adaptability and resiliency looks like for you in your relationships. Let me get that video for you guys. I'm gonna watch that video again. How to Develop Resiliency by T.L. Swan. That is a really important video for this year, because we are experiencing so many changes and so fast that we need to learn to adapt fast again, and to create systems, and even to train our relationships. Because if our relationships are not on the same page with us, then it's not gonna work. How to Develop Resiliency. I found it. I'm gonna share it in the comments with you guys. I'm actually gonna watch this video sometime after the reading. And remember that I'm still gonna share the blind spot of the day, so don't go anywhere, at least not yet. Please make sure to watch that video that I just shared in the comments. That is a badass video. All of us need resilience, adaptability this year. And let me see if I finish the card Optimism. When you find yourself navigating uncertainty, you can remain aware of the worst case scenario. But awareness of the worst case scenario doesn't have to cause you pain. Awareness of the worst case scenario doesn't have to cause you pain, because it isn't the same as expecting that the worst will happen. Optimism is the courage that you need right now. Optimism is the courage and I just share it in the comments with you guys. If you want to write it down, optimism is the courage that you need right now. Let me know who is here, who is watching, how these readings are resonating with you, who is on Facebook, who is on YouTube, Instagram. I'm about to read the blind spot of the day. And the sigil is sigil number 6. Let's see what the blind spot of the day is saying. Let's see what is the message from our guides and from the universe, from our subconscious minds. And I was connecting with a friend today, and I drew this. Let's see what is blind spot number 6. Oh my gosh, whoa! This card, this sigil, I shared this sigil on Instagram, on social media yesterday, and it came out again. So we really need to pay attention to this card, to this sigil. It's called Your Trauma. If you have drawn this sigil, you are not seeing how your trauma is feeding into this situation. It's causing recurrence, or it's causing you to not see the objective truth of this situation beyond your filters. Trauma is essentially distress without resolve. When we experience distress but cannot find a way to genuinely create resolve for that distress, we end up coping. Whoa! This is what I was talking about at the beginning. So we're coming full circle. That trauma becomes like a skipping CD that we never move beyond. We do not weave the pain that happened into the tapestry of our life, a tapestry of our choosing, so that the trauma adds to to our life instead of only takes away from it. In this situation, you need to ask yourself, how could my past situations where I experienced distress without resolve be preventing me from seeing the reality of these situations? For example, in this situation, you may be thinking the present is the same as the past when it isn't. Or you may have experienced trauma that is making you to act in ways that are not appropriate to the actual present scenario. Or you may be in a painful situation that is a repeat of the previous trauma simply to try to get a different outcome this time, so as to achieve a sense of resolve. We tend to make judgments about things based on how easily we can recall relevant examples from our memory. This means if we can remember things more easily, we will tend to assume they are more common than things we cannot remember. For example, if we watch violent movies and read about violent news stories, we are more likely to perceive the world to be dangerous. If we grew up in a home where our memories of our father was of him being emotionally unavailable, how you doing? We are more likely to believe that men are emotionally unavailable. And I believe that is an unconscious limiting belief of mine. Our perspective will keep getting reinforced every time we encounter something that validates the assumptions we have already come to base on our past experiences. If you have drawn this card, you need to realize two things. Number one, the first is that the time has come to really face your trauma. Number one, the first is that the time has come to really face your trauma and create genuine resolve with what is unresolved, because it is acting as a filter through which you cannot see reality, including this situation clearly. Number two is that each moment is a new beginning. Each moment is a new beginning. The present does not have to be the same as the past. In fact, it often isn't, even when we think it is. In fact, it often isn't, even when we think it is. And no matter what assumptions you have made about how the world is, you can always change the way the world is. And no matter what assumptions you have made about how the world is, you can always change the way the world is. And you can always change the way your world is, your relationships, your life, your decisions. You have the power to make better decisions, to choose better outcomes, to create more joy in your life and more enjoyable experiences. Even though you had it rough, even though maybe you grew up in a shitty home, and maybe they're still stuck in those traumas and limiting beliefs, that doesn't mean that you and I have to. Because today is a new beginning, and we can make it so much better. My name is Giancarlo Tavares, and I want to thank you for being here. This was your reading for today, Thursday, April 8th, 2021. Remember to subscribe, to like, and turn the notification bell on if you like to be notified of more readings and content like these. Also, please feel free to message me at giancarlotavares@outlook.com if you have a question or a comment or a message, or if you like to book a private reading. These general readings are free. If you're interested, I can pull one card or channel a message for you for a $5 or more suggested donation. Every amount counts and is welcome. Um, you can send your donations to paypal.me/Giancarlo Tavares for a more in-depth reading, coaching, energy work, presence session, channel messages, inner child work, parts work, and more of 30, 60, 90, 120 minutes. You can book a session with me by sending me a message again to giancarlotavares@outlook.com. You can also follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, etc., etc. Please remember that my readings and these videos are for entertainment purposes only and are not a substitute for legal, medical, business, or financial advice. I want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart for being here. I hope these readings have resonated with you and inspired you in any way. If you need me, I am here. Please take care of yourself, take care of others, and remember that you are wonderful, that you are beautiful, that you are talented, and that you are loved. Have a beautiful day, have a beautiful night. Take care of yourself, and I will see you tomorrow or on the next video. Peace.